stratospheric sulfuric aerosols, aka chemtrails. And the reason why I'm dressed like this right now is because this morning, on my way to the gym at 7:30 in the morning, I had to dress like this due to the fact that it's about 9 degrees right now outside, which in Fahrenheit is 49 degrees Fahrenheit. It's April. It's about 8 degrees lower than the average temperature. Granted, it's April showers, but we've had March showers, February showers, January showers. Can you hear the wind? I'm on the 3rd floor at work. It's my meal break, so I thought I'd make a video. Because this is the other thing people are complaining about, the weather. Now, don't think I've ever mentioned weather modification, ever, or spoke about it, or even give links to parliamentary acts and statutes, or, treaties in Canada. And China have never admitted it, and Russia have never admitted it, and cloud seeding never happens, and no one uses it to move weather fronts to help with crop or suppress hail. Never heard of anything like that before in my life. But there's a degree of sarcasm there, obviously. But now this is the next ploy, isn't it? Now, we know that corporations need to take responsibility for their own actions, and if they actually took responsibility for their own actions and cleared up their own geographically bullshit. No, it's not even geographic, is it? What we're talking about? Just clear up their mess. Clear up their mess. Recycle your own shit. See, there was a time when you took a glass bottle back to a place where you could leave them, and you got paid a penny to take the glass back, half p, and then the supplier would pick the glass up from that site and recycle it like they're supposed to. But because corporations don't take responsibility for their own waste, and it's very hard to recycle, it's been really difficult to sort of recycling's got better in this country than it was before. There is an element of not climate change, not global warming, not global cooling, but there's an element of destruction that's going on the planet, and it is affecting ecosystems, right? But they'll have you believe it's some big disaster like it is. Because that would be perfect. Stay in your house, don't need to drive a car, 15-minute cities, no vitamin D, because the sky's been a whitewash, like a Tupperware box, for months. You get the occasional bit of sun come out, but the sun's so, the rain's cold. So, it's brilliant, isn't it? Keep everyone vitamin D deficient, feed them shit food, and then tax them for global warming, global cooling, climate change, whatever we're calling it this year, when they're the people who are causing it to start with. It's like, people are complaining about the weather now. And it's clear when you look at the sky. Lockdown 2020 happened in March 2020. From March all the way through to September, it's the best summer and spring we've ever had. Now, aeroplanes, standard aeroplanes, do cause serious clouds on a small level, not on a level that, not on a level to change the weather, right? But they do affect the weather a little bit, okay? Now, a contrail dissipates within 20 minutes, and it all depends on how high the aircraft is, at what angle they're flying at, right? And whether they're climbing or descending, whether they're accelerating, etc., etc. And you'll get a contrail. It might be that long, it might be that long, okay? But it won't go from one side of the horizon to the other side of the horizon, draw a line that thick that then gradually gets bigger and bigger and bigger to make a white square for the sky. The only time the sky should look like that is before a snowstorm. Yeah? Before a snowstorm. Look outside. Oh, look at that gloomy cesspit of shit Just, So, I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but no wonder people are sick. I just... 23rd of April. Happy St George's Day. Yeah, St George's Day. St George's Day, a day that most English don't celebrate because it might offend someone. Can't put the George's cross outside in the risk that it might offend someone who doesn't come from this country. You'd think that, no disrespect, if our country offends you that much, go and live in a country that doesn't. I certainly wouldn't move to another country and then go, oh, do you know what? Your country doesn't serve my culture, so what I'm going to do is change your culture. Just beggars belief. Anyway, the weather, geoengineering, stratospheric sulfite aerosols, speak about it. If people mention it, talk to them. Show them the geoengineer. I'll actually find a link and I'll put it in the description below, the Parliamentary Act and Statute that exists from 2008 that our government pretend doesn't exist. Oh, it's just so that they can't use it for warfare. Okay. You've only been playing with the weather since 1940s. Pretty sure you know what you're doing by now. 60 odd plus years from then. Or is it me? Peace, love and light.